Hi, welcome to Life Coaching with Gail, where we talk about spiritual and psychic everythings. I today have put out a few cards because I felt it would be nice for you to know what's coming up in October, just as a general overview of October, plus to explain a little bit about each card and what it means, in case there are any of you out there who are a little worried about the name tarot. I will explain to you that we have a modern deck of playing cards. They have wands and spades and clubs. The tarot has all of those also. The only difference between our modern day playing cards and these cards are that the tarot have more picture cards. So in our modern deck we have the Joker, and that also exists in tarot as the beginning of the journey, and that is our journey on earth and our journey in this life. So there's just a few more of those cards that haven't been deleted as modern things delete old things. So there's nothing weird or wonderful about these cards. They simply give us pieces of information about where we're at, what's likely to come up, and these can be changed, remember, because we've talked about this before. It is entirely over to you and how you perceive the information, but every piece of it can be used to your advantage and to benefit your life. So I have the cards, I have laid them out here, and the first thing that I will say to you is that you may find yourself in October sort of like looking at what you can do differently in your life, what you can change, what kind of isn't working. We're spring as well, so spring here in this part of the world means that we're got a bit of revived energy, and with that we can look at our lives and think about what we'd like to do differently. So for a lot of you there will be some quite significant changes coming up in October, and for those of you who have birthdays in October, you'll be kind of doing a little bit of reflecting on your life, a little bit of reevaluating, a little bit of resting, and getting kind of like a little bit of a charge before you leap forward for the next few months. So the Wheel of Fortune is the card. This says also that there is aspects of luck for you that are coming up both ways. So putting yourself in places where good luck is available, i.e. buying lotto tickets and things like that, can be to your advantage. There is a lot more involved in you as a person, but for the whole month of October there's more of a lucky vibe in the air. And then we have wondering about your income and where and how you can gain more income. And this is where you can get some kind of lucky breaks, little insights, ways to actually increase your income. You will feel more motivated toward that. And the other aspect of October is looking at your, are you doing what you want to be doing? Or are you doing what you're doing because you have to be doing it and you have to be earning an income? So if you really, really want to change, which is the month of change, if you really want to change the way that money is coming into your life, if you want to change the way your financial viewpoint is on your life, if you want to start looking at what works for you in your life, your work, your home, your lifestyle, this is the month that you'll be doing that. A lot of it will be focused on how to get more income in. So the card that kind of tells us that we need to perhaps look a little bit deeper into our lives and see that we have meaning in our lives is this card. It's called the High Priest. The High Priest is where we get a spiritual connection, which is more of an inner sense of what's working for us and what's not working for us in our lives. The past will come into play a little bit this month as well. So you'll be re-looking at how things work in your life? Do your thought patterns, do your habits help you in your life, or are they actually hindering your life? In the past, you've been encouraged to let go of a lot of old, conditioned programming that you have had. We have also that there's been some of you out there who've been learning new skills, you've been learning different things, life skills even, to help you in this month coming up in October particularly. And there's been a lot of you that have been through a bit of a rough storm and coming out the other side. You are coming out the other side in October, so that's good news. When we look ahead, we're going to look ahead for the next 6 months, and it's a bit difficult to actually tell you what every single card means individually. So I'm just going to pick out a few as we go along, and I'll just give you the information from the rest of them. So for the next 6 months, this says that you will be in more control of your life. You'll be in charge of your life. You will be more animated to do things. You will be feeling a little bit more like you again. And the card that says that is the Emperor. And the Emperor is very much around business dealings, but dealing with organisations as well. So it is, I suppose, think of it this way. It's like you can manage your life and you can manage what you need to do in your life. Some of the things are going to be slow progress, not fast, unfortunately. But there's a lot that's going to be happening around the relationships in your life. And I don't just mean close, intimate relationships. If you do not have a relationship, then it is likely for you to meet someone in this month of October. It will be slow. It won't be that, that excited, lit fire kind of experience. It will be slow and gradual, but it's good. It's good and worth pursuing, just so you know. There's also, in the next 6 months after October, that you might be looking at, what am I going to do in my life? Am I going to go in this direction or this direction? You will have to make a choice between, doing 2 things at once to doing 1 thing at a time. And what will you be feeling and thinking? Well, what will you be thinking? What will you be thinking in this month? It's quite interesting because in the month of October, there's some interesting little coincidences, synchronicities. You'll go, oh, that's weird. How did that happen? There's lots of unpredictability, and it might just throw you off balance a little bit, especially if you're used to a pattern and a routine. And if you're used to, I believe in this, that also will be challenged this month. You'll be showing up that there are other possibilities, other things, other happenings, and you'll be looking for some new direction and some new part of your journey as well this month. And that's okay, because it means you're ready. It means you're ready for something new, you're ready for, I'm not going to say new challenges. I personally dislike challenges. I personally see them as opportunities to change or improve on things in your life. And this new path, this new journey, will open all sorts of things up to you. But it is one where it's not as certain and predictable as it has been in the past. So the things that won't help you in October are things around balance. Things might be a little bit askew, they might be a little bit out of balance, they may not be as calm or cooperative as you like. Now, we've just been through, for the last few months, several months, and you'll know this, that we've just been through where people have had challenges, difficulties, when there's been some really hard stuff happen, and we are coming out of that in October, which is why I guess it's a month of change as well. So things will start to stabilise and become more balanced after October. We'll do it after October at another time. We've got other things that will not happen, it will not help you, in October. laziness, and I say laziness because that's the word I was brought up with, but it's more like lethargy, and you're tired and you feel uninspired. That's not going to help you. And to encourage you, I would say there are many options available to you. It's going to be very hard for you to decide on some course of action or firmly on what you want to do, but I'd encourage you to try. What will help in October, because I'm looking looking at the cards here, right, and we will explain one of these cards to you, but what will help you is to note your achievements, to go, yay, I achieved that, yay, I succeeded at that, yep, this has been really, really hard, but look at what has come out of it. So it actually says that you will win in some way in October, which is nice. You will feel that you've achieved something in October. And that it's kind of like, hard won really, that it's about time that you won. There is another aspect of October that can be really, really helpful to you, and I'm going to explain this too, because this is the Tower. And the Tower looks a little bit scary. It looks a little bit scary, but it's not. The Tower says that parts of how your life has been will change. It is unpredictable, it is sudden, but it is in a positive sense. So you can get unexpected success. You can get a breakthrough moment when you feel like you're not getting anywhere. This is kind of like a bit of a magic card for October for you, that the changes that happen, the events that happen, have really positive outcomes for you personally. Okay, so I need you to remember that for October. And the other thing about what will help you is to kind of look at what your life is about. What are you here for? What is your purpose? Because funny things will happen to line up and just click into place. If you think, what am I here for? Then things will start to happen. Okay, it's kind of as simple as that. For the rest of October and how it pans out, good news, it's end of a lot of sort of struggle, a lot of tough stuff. If you've been going through a really difficult time, I can tell you that October is the month where it finishes. It finishes, but you still will be feeling all of those things that you've gone through, but it is the finish of it. So nothing gets worse after this, okay? This now gets better. The other thing is to take note of is that by the end of the month, and even during the month, you will get little epiphanies, little insights, little ideas that drop into your head that are really helpful, and if you follow them, they will do really good things for you in your life. If you choose not to follow them, sadly, then they'll come again at some other time, but it could be a while. So when you get ideas, please follow up on them straight away. I'm testament to someone who doesn't generally do that. And then you will find that something happens around you that you thought of that could have really helped you in your life if you had done it back then. The other part of what will come up for you in October, and by the end of October, and but there will be significant chapters in individual people's lives that will finish, and that's good news, because it means that then there is a new chapter coming, that there is a new start, a new beginning. And when we looked at what a lot of you will be looking for, which is a new path and a new journey, then this just says that starts sort of toward, we keep it quite loose, end of October into September, okay? So I'm going to show you one of the cards that's considered the most scary in the whole pack, and I've just explained what it means to you, and it has no dire sort of meaning to it. And it's that card there. And that is considered the most scary card in the pack. However, it's actually the most liberating. Its true meaning is endings and new beginnings. And generally the ending is of a very difficult phase. And then the new, exciting energies can come in and things can start happening in your life. So yeah, that's a general overview of our October month. And I hope that was informative and helpful. We will be doing more of these as the months go by. So that's all from me right now. So it's Gail signing off until next month. Enjoy.